Good Thursday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this March 3rd. We're seeing a lot of reflectivity on the radar this morning, but not much hitting the ground. It looks like there's a lot going on, a little mix of precipitation as expected. But really, ground truth is telling us that there's just not a whole lot reaching the surface. There's quite a bit of a spread between the actual air temperature and the dew point, and as many of you who have listened here for a while know, when we talk about dew point, we're talking about the amount of moisture in the air. So we're looking at mesonet temperatures right now in the mid-30s, 35, 36, 37. I'm seeing around southern Kentucky at this hour. And then when we take a look at the amount of moisture in the air, we look at the dew points, and they're almost, in some cases, 10 degrees cooler. So by that, it's too far of a spread between the actual air temperature and the dew point temperature, which means a lot of that reflectivity that radar is picking up is just not reaching the ground. But we've got a bigger area of rain moving out of the Missouri Boot Hill, and as it moves into western Kentucky this morning, I think it's going to saturate the atmosphere a little bit more, and we'll see that actually coming down to the ground. But by then, temperatures will be well enough above freezing that we shouldn't have to worry too much about any frozen precipitation. Now, some of you may see a passing ice pellet or flurry this morning, but it's not going to cause any issues whatsoever. But we are looking at a rainy day ahead. More on that in just a second. 43 was the official high temperature yesterday in Bowling Green, Kentucky at the airport just after 4 p.m. 55 is the average high now. So yesterday we were 12 degrees below average. 30 was our low, 33 the average low. There we were 3 degrees below average. 1 year ago we had a high of 46 and a low of 29. Back in 2015, no rainfall for the 24-hour period yesterday as skies began to clear up and everything looked really nice. But now the clouds have moved back in overnight, and we're seeing, as I mentioned, already some returns on the radar. But the real good chance of rain is going to come later this morning as we get into the day. 90% chance of rain today, but it will remain chilly. The high only 43, equaling where we landed as a high temperature yesterday, with the wind eventually shifting to the northwest at 8 miles per hour. Tonight, we're going to continue with a 30% chance of light rain and drizzle. There could be a few icy pellets mixing in with some of that later this evening, because we're calling for a low of 33, just 1 degree above freezing. So we could have some icy spots on roadways late tonight and early Friday morning if all that pans out. But Friday, we're going to keep in a lot of low clouds, especially to start the day. And it's not going to be that much warmer. We've brought down some of the numbers here, both for today and tomorrow, because of cloud cover and the way this Clipper system is trending. We're only going to go with 48 on Friday as skies begin to clear up by Friday evening. Now, there is good news. There's a warm front that will pass through the area Saturday morning. We're going to see a mostly sunny day, and we're going to warm it up all the way to 60. In fact, it's going to stay 60 again for Sunday with a lot of sunshine, so the weekend is looking sunny and warmer as we go through time. Another warm front comes in on Monday and warms us all the way to 71. 71 and mostly sunny on Monday. So you've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all looking good here. But we do see a front approaching, a fairly strong one that's going to move in and stall along the Mississippi River Valley. And it's going to bring us several rounds of showers and thunderstorms with that warmer air. Tuesday, we're expecting a partly sunny, breezy day with a high all the way to 75, but a good chance of showers and thunderstorms coming in for Tuesday night. And then as a trough of low pressure extends from that system into the Ohio Valley. We will continue with a 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday with a high of 72. It is possible, since temperatures are getting that warm, there will be enough instability to cause maybe a strong thunderstorm or two during that period, but that's way off. It's way too soon to say if any severe weather will come with that. And I don't want us to get into the habit of every time there's thunder and lightning that we automatically go into severe weather mode. I think that's sometimes way overdone. If you're about my age or older, if you're in your 50s and 60s, 70s, you can remember as a youngster, we didn't have nearly this many, red flags of severe weather this and tornado that. Granted, the warning systems are much better now. We've got weather radios and all kinds of ways to be informed now, especially with our devices. But never, as a kid, I don't remember just a general thunderstorm with lightning and thunder going severe. I think it's more of a precautionary measure that's taken place. I think we do too much maybe guessing, and I'm talking about the entire weather enterprise, if you want to use that, the whole industry. Sometimes we overwarn, and that causes some false alarms, and people then get complacent, and they think, well, there go the sirens, there goes the warnings again, and it's not going to be any big deal. And we all just kind of get into a place of complacency and assume that, it's going to bypass us and everything's going to be fine. But that's a very dangerous scenario to get yourself in. So I want to caution you that, when we talk about these threats of severe weather, that's why we don't really hype it up that much. Sometimes you'll see TV stations, and especially the Weather Channel, who I think sometimes is the most guilty at blowing these things up just for viewership. You'll see them go into all these categories and torcons and numbers and painted red and danger, drama, all kinds of stuff. There's way too much drama, by the way, on the Weather Channel. And they have, that's 24 hours of talking about the weather. They didn't used to be that way. I mean, they've always been 24 hours, but they didn't used to just go off into the drama. But now it's all these things that try to get you worked up, and I don't like it. I don't like it. And then I say all that because we've got thunderstorms in the forecast, but that's Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. And whether that turns out to be severe or not, let's just wait until we get into Monday and get a better handle on it. That's the way we treat snowstorms too. And just about every single snow event this year, we've pretty much nailed it because of the great forecasting tools that we have here. Shane and I have spent years and years and years understanding the weather here and know how it behaves, and we've been burned so many times early in our careers when we promised, 8 inches of snow and it came a flurry. So by those lessons, we have learned to not hype these things up and just play it safe. Be cautious, be aware, be cognizant of the changing weather, and know that anything can change at any moment, and really any thunderstorm can surprise you and turn severe, as we saw in Birmingham, Alabama just yesterday. One of those thunderstorms, it was a severe thunderstorm watch, and they had a tornado warning with an EF2 tornado, and it was surprising. But thunderstorms can often produce tornadoes without any warning. So that's why I say just have your arsenal with you, your weather radio, your devices, have them all ready to go anytime the weather turns bad. Now, we're not expecting any severe weather today. This is not going to be a thunderstorm situation. It's just general rainfall, okay? So we're not going to have to worry about that today. Now, this weekend at the 2016 Home Expo, when you come to the WBKO booth, our partner Kroger will be selling and programming NOAA weather radios, and we'll have the newest model, that red small ER200, which is selling like crazy across the area, and we'll have a stock of those there that you can purchase on site with Kroger. And these you don't have to program. They're an AM/FM weather band with an alert, but you can't do the county specific in there. But you get so much more. You get a lithium battery power. You get solar power. You get hand crank power out of this device if it goes down. It will power up your phones and tablets. It also has a flashlight with a beacon, an SOS beacon on it. It's just an incredible little radio that people are going crazy about, and we'll have them there for sale, anywhere from say $35 to $45 once you include tax and all that. We'll have the old standard 120s there as well, the white tabletop programmable weather radio in stock as well, because those still sell pretty good. And we'll be there at the Sloan Convention Center this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. if you need a weather radio. And I'm going to have something new that if you've been on my social media feeds, you've probably seen, and that is our Bloom Sky weather station. It takes a 24-hour time-lapse video, and then it posts it to social media, but it also tracks temperature, the amount of ultraviolet rays, if it's raining and all this. I mean, it's a really cool device. This is a new company and something new that we're getting involved in, and we're looking to get folks interested enough to get their own Bloom Sky station. So I'll have one on demonstration at the WBKO booth from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. this Saturday, and I'll hand out some information on how you can get involved with Bloom Sky. It's really cool. We're the first to have it in southern Kentucky, and we'll continue to build on that innovation. All right, I've gone way over my time. Have a great day. Just watch out for the rain today. Slow it down. Take it easy. God bless you as always, and thanks for listening. Know the weather before it knows you. I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, 11 a.m. on midday, streaming live to the WBKO app and WBKO.com. And then later today, join me for my radio show, Classic Hits, Sam 100.7, from 3 until 7 p.m.